Hi, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Newbie Bite number 12, which is all about dictionaries. Dictionaries is another type of data structure that's available for you in Python. The basic syntax of a dictionary looks like this. Just like with lists, we have to group information together and we separate items with a comma. A dictionary is different than a list because each item in a dictionary actually contains two pieces of information now. On the left-hand side of the colon is the key. On the right-hand side of the colon is the value. This particular dictionary example has three different items. So there's three keys and three values. One important idea to remember in dictionaries is that all of the keys have to be unique. Otherwise, when you start looking up information inside dictionaries, Python will get confused. What I want you to do is take a moment right now and just think about what do you notice about the structure between lists and dictionaries. I would encourage you to pause the video and maybe even write some of them down. What are things that you notice that lists have in common with dictionaries, and what are some things that you notice that are different? Okay, I hope you took advantage of that opportunity to try this out and think about it for yourself. Here's some things that I noticed. Both lists and dictionaries group items together, and in both of them, items are separated by commas. Some of the key differences are that the syntax for a list use these square brackets that look like this, while the dictionaries use the curly braces, and they also split up the keys and the values with colons. Now that we've looked at the syntax, let's go over to the terminal and actually convert a list that we have into a dictionary and see why this is useful to have a key and a value. I'm going to copy my old list Python program into a dictionaries program, and I'm going to open it up in my favorite editor, NeoVim. So you can see it's just the same exact code that we had before. So let me delete all of this stuff down here. And we're going to convert our movies list into a dictionary. And I'm going to call this ratings. So what I did was I went over to the internet, I looked up IMDb ratings for each of these movies, and now instead of just having the titles of the movies, we're going to be able to include the ratings as well. So step number one, we need to change those square brackets. Next, I'm going to add a colon for each of these and create my keys on the left, my values on the right, and I'm going to add the ratings that I got from IMDb. There we have it. We just converted our list to a dictionary that has the title of the movie as all of the keys and the rating from IMDb as the values. One last thing that we need to do here, we needed to change the Batman to just Batman, and we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and print this out and see what it looks like. Since I'm going to be printing out multiple things, instead of closing my editor, running it from the command line, I'm going to go ahead and do it inside NeoVim. So this is going to be a pop-up window of the terminal running my Python program. There you can see we printed out the dictionary, pretty standard. If we add some square brackets and we pass in a key, let's print that out and see. You'll notice that it actually prints out the value. So this is like looking up a word and receiving its definition. We are looking up the key and receiving the value that we found in the dictionary. Hopefully this is helpful. In the next video, we'll go over some dictionary methods.